This is going to be the first practical test of the 808 camera. I'm going to do a couple of test shells tonight. I'm going to do them between 8 and 9 o'clock. That way it's dark enough to be seen well, but not so late to hopefully disturb anybody too badly. Alright, so first up is going to be a Max Expo. This is the one I'm going to fire and then wait 5 minutes before I fire the next three. And it is a green to purple peony. And this mortar I've been using for a couple of years. I'm using Excel mortars. They're really handy if you don't want to break out a rack. I'm only doing 4 shells. So. Alright, after that, the first one of the 3 is going to be an Iron Revenger. And Iron Revengers, of course, are tailed, and they're very high shells, and they're meant for the short 10-inch mortars, so I went ahead and gave it a couple extra inches here because the Excals tend to be, I think, 13.5 inches, not quite 15, they're more than 12s. So if you don't do this with this particular high shell, the fuse ends up actually being below the recess of the mortar. Not a huge deal, and you can still hit it with your torch, but you kind of toast up your mortar a little bit when you do so, and I don't know, you end up kind of peering into the mortar a little more than I like, so if you have the fuse protruding out, you don't have to peer into the mortar at all. So that's going to be the first of the 3, is Iron Revenger, and then the next one is going to be a Rambo Kid. This is actually a Pyro Ranger, the Victory insert, bulk insert version of the Rambo Kid. And this particular one is a green peony with red pistol. All of the shells that I've chosen here are good shells. Not great shells necessarily. Well, the finishing shell is a great shell. But I've specifically chosen color and effect that's not terribly desired. I've begun to classify my shells by color and effect, and put light colors with light colors, and these are either just peonies or they're mixes of colors. But anyway, out of the shell kit, these are the ones that I perceive at least as being the least desirable. But they're great for testing, and they're also wonderful for sky puke and plenty of other stuff. Just not so great for a themed section. Alright, and for the big finish, so that was the Rambo Kid, and then for the big finish, the X-Cal competitor, the Pro Shell, the Biggs Pro Shell. This is a really good can. I like it a lot. This particular one is silver with red peony, so hopefully that's nice. And this is going to be the mortar that the camera is actually strapped to for our point of view. And I'm going to place the camera facing towards the middle of the center of the mortars. So hopefully it'll get a good point of view, not just for the final mortar, where it should hopefully get vibration and everything with the launch. But it'll get a good point of view for the other 3 as well. So why don't we go ahead and put the camera on, and I'll wait till it gets a little more dark, and then we'll go shoot these guys. And I'm just going to use some little pieces of Gorilla Tape that I've cut just about yay big. These 808 cameras are really cheap, both literally and figuratively. So I don't really have any qualms about just directly applying duct tape to it. Moving the camera around, I'm sure it looks great. Bear with me for a moment. And because I got this one shipped for $25, and that's practically disposable in my mind. So if it gets ugly from little bits of duct tape being placed on it over and over, you know, who cares? Alright. I'm actually going to use this paper line on the mortar where the label is to line up the point of view. Let's see how this works. Seems pretty good. Alright, that seems pretty locked in there. I'll go ahead and press and hold the tape for a few seconds just to be sure. Against the mortar, and then against the camera. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So this is point of view down the gun. I removed the shell. So I think that's it. I'll go ahead and briefly review this video, and we'll head outside and see how this goes.